Thank you, and thank you for sticking around. I apologize for running over. It's the first time we've done that, darn it. So, go ahead. Sure. Making her way to the stage for a surprise, something or other, I don't know, is Julie Simmons, who is a military veteran, and she's volunteered with WARM since WARM replaced her roof, and I'm just not sure what she's going to do, but let's go with it. So.
First, I want to say hello to everybody and thank you. I promise you, I did not come here planning to say anything today, but it is really on my heart. Because your topic of the day is return on investment. So I want to talk about different type of return on investment that WARM has invested in my life. Okay, all of my life I have done service work. I was a veteran straight out of high school. I took care of the elderly people. I'm a volunteer guardian at Lightem. I've done a lot of things. Excuse me, I'm nervous. I went to school, I did all of the things I thought were the right things. I saved my money, I worked really hard, and I bought a home. Okay, I went to work one day on a Tuesday. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I went to work on a Tuesday and they said, you no longer have a job. We're closing down as of Friday. Okay, so that left me with no home. I had my savings. I lived off my savings. I exhausted every dime I had. I promise you, every dime I had. I found myself raising my granddaughter who suffers from sickle cell anemia. By the time she was 2, she had already had a transfusion and a surgery. I was there, unemployment gave me $165 a week. That's all I had to live on. I couldn't get any help anywhere as a veteran, as the person who went into people's home and helped the elderly. I've gone out and done companion work, and I felt hopeless. I felt like there was nothing left to do. I felt like I was being punished for the very things that I had worked all of my life for because I had a home. People said, we can't help you because you have a home. That's an asset. Well, at this time, my roof was leaking. My roof was leaking. I didn't have a job. I had exhausted my credit because I no longer had money to pay my bills. So I couldn't get a loan. I couldn't get that roof fixed, and the roof kept leaking. I had people coming to my home in the middle of the night, putting tarps up over my home. The wind would come and tear the tarps off, and we'd have to put more, and the leaks would get worse, and they'd get worse. I Googled. I tried everything I knew how, and I finally found WARM on some Google search somewhere, and I filled out an application. Well, by now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm bitter. I'm done helping people. You know, I'm more unfortunate now, and I couldn't find any help anywhere. So I no longer wanted to help anybody. And I met JC, and I met Melanie. And I promise you, they went through the ropes with me, because by now, I'm like, I already didn't want to ask for help. I didn't believe them. I'm like, my roof is leaking, mold is growing. What am I going to do? I had my little baby. I'm thinking I'm going to have to walk off and leave my home, because I had nowhere else to go. I had no money. The money was ridiculously high to put a new roof on my home. Okay, these people came in. They did my roof, and it really restored my belief. It restored my belief in people as a caring bunch of people, right? Not only did it do that, my very first volunteer experience, I went out with Neil and Gerald, both together. They treated me, they didn't treat me like the person that they had just given charity to. They treated me like a human being. I'm sorry, but to me that meant everything. It restored my respect in people. It restored my faith. And it enabled me to be able to volunteer any further. Not only did it teach me that, it taught me gratitude, because these people's home that I was working on, was in so much worse shape than I was. So it made me appreciate this organization. And it motivated me to go on and to continue doing service work. And right now, today, that's what I'm doing. I am continuing to try to do service work to try to help people that are as unfortunate as I was, because you never know when the day comes that you may be that unfortunate person, and you may need help just like I did. So if for nothing else, please donate, volunteer, do something for the people out there that are like me, that don't even want to ask for the help. Okay, I'm sorry I took up your time, but I just couldn't leave without saying that. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I'm not even going to try to say a peep after those two amazing folks came up and shared with you. So I just want you to have a very blessed day and know that you have blessed others by being here.